So welcome back all my tofu cubes. Today is going to be a great little upbeat video. Basically what we're doing is myself and Silent Solemnity, who you'll know I've spoke about so often in my videos. I've gave her a shout out. She was one of the reasons that, well, I was one of the reasons she actually started her channel, which means the whole world to me. She's a dear friend. I hope you can go and give her some love and support. She deserves it and so much more. She does so much for the eating disorder community. She puts out awareness, speaking about her good days, her bad days. She's very upbeat, and she's a really open and genuine person that cares so much for everybody. So we've asked her some questions each on my channels. The first question she asked me, okay, LOL, has your pets stolen food out of your hand while you're not looking? Often. If you don't know, I've actually got 6 dogs. I've actually got a Husky, a St Bernard Collie Cross, a little Shih Tzu. I've actually got a Chihuahua, a Scotty Cross, and a big Lurcher, and another St Bernard Collie Cross. The Husky is very much a thief. He does it quite often. He can open fridge freezers, which is absolutely amazing. He can open doors. He knows how to open the fridge and such likes. One day I was actually sitting with my beef burger, and this was a vegan beef burger obviously. My dogs don't eat vegan, just so you know, but he was gradually creeping up to me and he was cuddling into me like that, or being very nice. I turned my back for a second and he was looking at the plate like this, looking just like this guy here's doing. And next minute, boom, out my hand, away with the burger. That's what he does. He's absolutely, he's nuts, you know what I mean? This one here, he steals quite a lot as well. He'll gradually, like I say, he'll come up to you and he'll look at you as if he's been all loving, and he'll cuddle into you. And just as you see the eyes looking at the plate, boof, he's away. Away like a shot. So that was a great question. The next one she actually asked me is, how do you react when you're on the toilet and you realise there's no toilet paper and you're alone? Right, trigger warning here, guys. This has happened quite a few times, especially when you're at the toilet as much as I am in a day. I've actually done this before. I've been sitting in the toilet and I looked in it and I've just done the toilet and I went, shit, there's no, you get the point here, shit, pardon the pun. There's no toilet paper left. So the first thing I'm thinking to myself is, if we get any newspaper in the house, I'll just need to use newspaper. So that's what I end up doing, unfortunately. I know a lot of people say you can use your socks and such likes, but I think that's just a wee bit, going a bit too far. But that's not to say I probably wouldn't do that if I didn't have any toilet paper, newspaper in the house. So, brilliant question, that is absolutely great. The last one she asked me, talk about your #1 funny and embarrassing moment. Well, funny and embarrassing one. Right, yes, as you all know, I used to be a semi-professional footballer. There was this little guy in our team called Tony Blair, and I know what you're all thinking, Tony Blair. There was actually the former British Prime Minister was actually called Tony Blair, but this little guy was actually, he was homosexual, right? And like I say, I respect everybody. My brother-in-law is homosexual, and everybody deserves love, and I've had nothing but open and respect for everybody's sexuality. But a lot of the guys in this team, my team, were actually giving him a lot of stick about being gay. He never actually spoke out about being gay, but they kind of knew he was because he had a very feminine voice. But being feminine voice doesn't mean you're gay. There's a lot of guys I know that are. So I was always getting right onto them and saying that this shouldn't be happening, and I stuck up for him all the time. And one of these days we were out playing football and our team were getting beat 5-0. And I actually scored 2 goals in this game, took it to 5-2. This guy actually tackled me in the park, and I stood up and I actually punched him. And I was a bit of a hothead at that time in the football. I got red carded, sent off, and little Tony Blair done the very same thing just immediately after I got sent off. I went to the changing rooms, I was getting showered, and in walks Tony Blair. He's getting showered. We're both standing there naked. Next minute, I drops the soap, and he bends down and he goes, Tommy, and he just grabs me and plants a kisser on me. And I was like, whoa, Tony, what are you doing? I don't know what you're thinking here. And he's like, oh, I thought you were gay. And I was like, no, Tony, sorry about that. I was out of that changing room as quick as a flash. So I don't know if he thought I was on his, what do they call it, gaydar or such likes, but oh no, definitely not me, 100% straight. The next one I would like to say is a really funny one. This happened not that long ago. It was a busy day, and I had all my tumble drying clothes obviously in the dryer. I ended up, I had no boxer shorts on, and there was none dry, so what I done was I just shoved on a pair of trousers because the dogs were needing out quickly to go to the toilet, and my dog was absolutely busting. So I took him out. We goes round the corner, and just as I get round the corner, there was a railing fence with a bit of jagged edge on it. My dog had actually seen these two Rottweilers across the road, and he starts to actually dart for them. My trousers get caught on the railing, absolutely ripped right down the seam, and I'm standing in the middle of the road with all these folk passing me and cars passing, bare naked with my private parts hanging. Not a good sight, like I say. I'm not well endowed, but you know what I mean. So, I absolutely love this collaboration, Silent Solemnity. I really, really appreciate it. It's good to get a little bit of upbeat and something different for the usual. I hope we can do it again. We'll do some more if you guys would like to see any of the kind of silly stories of Tofu, Tommy. Love you so, so much. And remember, as always, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings. And I'll speak to you all in the next video.